These 5 tools will bring your Breville espresso game to S tier. Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. Welcome back to the kitchen. In this video, we'll go over the 5 best upgrades to level up your espresso game on the Breville Barista Express. We'll talk about RDT, WDT, puck screens, bottomless portafilters, and coffee water. And at the end of the video, I'll have a bonus tip to make your espresso tasting better. I've had my Breville for 10 years and have made great coffee for most of those years. Check out my link on the 5 biggest mistakes on entry-level machines. Upgrade number 1. The first upgrade you might want to consider is RDT. RDT stands for Ross Droplet Technique. RDT addresses static electricity from grinding the beans. Static electricity can make the finely ground coffee spray everywhere, making more of a mess, and more grounds getting stuck up inside the grinder. This is known as retention. Typically, RDT means adding water to the beans before you grind them, usually with some kind of spray bottle. Depending on how much water comes out of your spray bottle, 1 to 3 sprays is usually enough. You don't want to add too much water. Likely, excess water in your grinder may cause corrosion. Too much water may also cause clumping of the grounds. 1 to 3 sprays is probably enough. Then shake your beans and grind. Upgrade number 2. The second upgrade you might want to make is WDT tool. WDT stands for Weiss Distribution Technique. WDT basically means using something sharp or pointy to break up the clumps in the coffee grounds. Clumps of coffee aren't properly saturated with water, and unsaturated clumps won't extract well. In the previous video, we talked about homemade WDT tools or even using an unfolded paperclip. But thinner prongs means less clumps, and less clumps means less channeling. So if it's in the budget, level up with a dedicated WDT tool. Whether it's an acupuncture needles into corks or something you buy pre-made. You can get these tools online for anywhere between $5 and $20. Upgrade number 3. The third upgrade you might want to consider is puck screens. A puck screen is a flat, thin disc that sits on top of your espresso puck. Its main job is to prevent grinds from going back up into your machine. When the 3-way solenoid valve kicks in, it sucks up the extra water from the puck, leaving you a dry puck. However, this can also draw up the grounds into the machine and the group head. A puck screen will reduce the grounds that are sucked up. An added benefit is that a puck screen may help better distribute the water over your puck. Rinse this after each use, and about once a week use the steam wand and power wash them thoroughly. Coffee can get stuck in these small holes. Puck screens come with different thickness levels. If you get a thicker one, you may need to reduce the dose of coffee going into your machine. Use the provided Breville blade to make sure your puck height is correct. The fourth upgrade is dedicated coffee water. Most tap water will have calcium. Calcium will cause scaling and bung up your machine. Chlorine or fluoride used to treat the water in your area will alter the flavor of your coffee. Pure distilled water, reverse osmosis water, or zero water will actually cause corrosion to your machine. The most frugal way to make coffee water is to use the sodium bicarb Epsom salts recipe. You can find these recipes online or on YouTube, and literally it's pennies per liter. I put a link for Kyle Rossell's recipe in the description below. It's the one I use most of the time. There are also pre-made options available. Amazon has one called 5 Water. I've used this a few times with excellent results. Third Wave Water even has options for different preparations of coffee and even different roast levels. The issue I have with pre-made coffee water packages is that the Breville is a bit of a water hog. After each shot and after each time you froth milk, the machine will purge water. On top of that, if you're using water from the machine to heat up the group head and cup, you'll be using and going through a lot of water. The fifth and final upgrade might make you feel like you finally hit the pinnacle of home barista. The fifth upgrade you might want to consider is a bottomless portafilter, and get a shot mirror so you don't have to crane your neck to look underneath the basket. The exposed area underneath the basket lets you see the shot as it flows out, in other words, as it extracts. You can see if the extraction is uneven, like if one half is extracting before the other, or if there are pockets that are not extracting at all. You can also see channeling. Channeling is a high pressure jet of espresso, shooting from one or more of particular areas in the basket. Channeling likely indicates this water is flowing faster in one area than another. This means you may need more attention to your puck prep. A bottomless portafilter is also just a very satisfying way to wash your espresso. But get the mirror so you're not crouching underneath your machine to catch a glimpse of the espresso. Bonus tip. The bonus tip will not only make your espresso better, but improve the longevity of your machine. This bonus tip is to clean out your grinder about once a week. Ground coffee will oxidize in about 12 minutes. Left in the grinder or the grinder chamber, this ground coffee will go rancid, and these rancid grounds will end up in your next puck of coffee. Cleaning the grinder only takes about 5 minutes. Turn the machine off, unplug it. Remove the hopper by twisting the inner pillar. Vacuum the chamber. Then remove the upper burr. Lift the handle, twist it counterclockwise. Brush the burr clean from grounds. Then vacuum the lower grinder chamber. So our 5 upgrades were an RDT spray bottle, a WDT tool, puck screens, coffee water, a bottomless portafilter with a mirror. And our bonus tip was to vacuum out the grinder once a week to remove any rancid grounds. These upgrades were built upon the basics. The link for that video is in the description. If this was helpful, consider hitting the like button and sharing with anyone else that you know that has a Breville machine for espresso. Consider subscribing if you own a Breville and want to share your experiences. Click the next video to see my suggestions on hardware upgrades for your machine.